which will take place at this very same venue, which is described as the spiritual home of South African football, the Orlando Stadium. I'm sure Jabulo can go on crazy.
You agree?
I do agree, yes.
We have no
Thank you very
choice.
much. Coach, maybe you can just get your thoughts heading into the final, as well as how your preparations have gone so far.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I think in terms of our preparations have been going well. I think we came off a very good result against Amazon, which gave us a little bit of confidence and also less pressure in terms of us preparing for this game. And at the moment, we only have one concern in terms of injuries. That was Kampani Lungu got injured against Amazon. But other than that, I think everyone is available for selection on Saturday. So we're looking forward to the game. We know it's once off, it's a cup final. So we need to try and be ready and be prepared for the game.
And this is the third in a row for SuperSport United and your second one in a row.
Yeah, I think for us, what's key is always about the team. And we try and respect, whoever we play. And I think we always take the same attitude, and us being in the final, three times in a row, it's very important. But at the same time, I think we've won it once and we've lost it last season. So we would want, to try and correct that and try and win it again. And this gives us a perfect opportunity to do that.
All right, thank you, Coach. Let's now take questions from the floor. We start with Temba Shabala.
Actually, this was a question that was supposed to go to ODG, but I think I'll pass it on to you. They've got Ryan Ray, the white glove man, the throw-in specialist. Is there any special treatment that you have for him now that we've seen him throwing all these balls, meaning their last game, they got a goal out of it, Wembala just tapped it in? That should be a concern for you. And just on the latter note, Coach Peter says, I will never sign a player for throw-ins. What happens if there are no throw-ins? What do you make of such a statement?
Well, look, I think I think we know each other in this league. We know each other's strength, each other's weaknesses. I think the main thing is to try and find a solution, to those issues. And everyone is aware. It's not a secret that they've got someone who's very good with the long throw-in, someone who's also good at set plays like Vala. And it's up to us to try and find, solutions to deal with that. And we will come up with a plan like we normally do. We normally plan, for all our set plays, whether there is a long throw. We plan for that. And I hope it works as well for us. It has been working for us, so we hope that we'll be able to find a solution to that. Coming into what Coach Peter said, I think it depends with the way he wants to play, what he can afford as well, because it also comes up to that. If you look at the world over, the most expensive, center backs, let's say Van Dijk and Maguire, what is their strength? The strength is set plays. That's why they are the most expensive, center backs in the world, because that's their strength. They can hit the ball, they can defend, and so it depends what you have, what you can afford. And Coach OTG at Highlands Park has found, something he can use, to hit other teams. And I think he's done well with that. So we've got to try and, complement that. But it's always up to us to find a solution to that.
Okay, Tumi.
Coach, third consecutive finals, as we just mentioned now, but 11th final for SuperSport in what, 9 seasons, reach cup pedigree against a side that's going up for the first time. How do you, what do you tell your players? How do you guard them against complacency and just, not to get carried away thinking, okay, the underdogs, we've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. How do you get them to stay grounded, to say, you know what, you've been there, you've won cups, but this team can equally do the job, get the job done on the day as well.
Well, I think the first thing is for us to give them respect that they got into the final. That's the first thing, which means they're a very good team. And the team, if you look at them, they're a team which has been doing well, since last season, got into the top 8 as well, when no one gave them, that, opportunity. So they're a team which is always improving, and the players are well aware of that. And at some point, I think for us, we were in the same situation where it was in 2004 when we got our first, win in this tournament. It was, a different name during that time. So we were in the same situation as well. So we are well aware that a very good team, a hard-working team, and it's not going to be an easy game for us. We will need to really pitch and match them, pound for pound, for us to really get a good result.
Okay, let's move on to Mr. Sfiso Ramara and then Tepo Toba.
Yeah, Coach, I'm here. Is winning the MTN8 one of the mandates from the management of the club?
Well, for me, I don't really focus on that. I focus on the day-to-day, I think, and the progression, in terms of the team. Because as a coach, I believe in building. And if you look at our team from last season, there is a bit of an improvement in terms of where we want to go. We've lost quite a number of experienced players, and but at the same time, we brought in young players who can still give us another 5 years, playing regularly for the team. So that's what I really believe in. Sometimes you can even win a trophy, but you still get fired. So I don't really want to focus on that because I've seen it happening all these years. I want to try and do a good job. Even if I leave today, I want to be proud of the guys and still know that I've left, a very good team, which can still, do well and win, things and win trophies. And for me, that's very key for me.
Okay, Coach, the factor, the fact that he was with you, especially in the past 2 seasons where you played in the cup finals of the MTN8. You spoke to him during the week. He jokingly said, if needs be, he would be available to be some sort of a spy to give Highlands Park some info in terms of how you guys, how SuperSport, and especially you, the tactics, and you scared about that. 2, the fact that SuperSport United this season, looking at the depth, the quality of the players that you guys have, will it be premature to expect SuperSport to win trophies this season?
Well, I think with the Yeye, I think we all know someone I do respect. I think he's also helped in terms of guiding some of the youngsters who are playing now, regularly, like Sipompole, Tebza, Jamie Weber. He played a role as well as a senior player, in terms of guiding them. And obviously he knows, he knows us. But like I say, what matters is what happens on the day. It's about performance on the day. That's very key. We can plan for each other, but if we don't go and perform on the day, you've got no chance. So for me, I focus more on the performance on the day. That's very key. And whoever wants it more on the day, I think we'll get an opportunity to win it. And looking at us, what was the second question? Sorry.
Like the players who've got like a strong squad this time around, will it be fair to expect you guys to expect trophies this season?
Well, a team like SuperSport, we are expected to, whether you're building, but you're expected to do well, you're expected to win trophies. And that's the pressure we always get, because we're expected to do well. We have always, for the past 19 years, the club has been in the top 8, never been outside the top 8. So we have a strong team because we've got players now, young players who are coming through, who've got hunger and desire to succeed, players who want to play week in, week out, players who know that they still have 10 years, to still play football, not to be relaxed because we've had 1-2 games. Players who are consistent in terms of their performances. We've got the right attitude towards training, right attitude towards matches, and that gives us an opportunity to get into finals and to win trophies if you have young players like that. And we have quite a few of youngsters who are really pushing, to play. And we also have the spine like Ronwen, Dean Bradley, those are Bafana players, Clayton Daniels. The spine to help the youngsters also, to take some of the pressure off the youngsters. And I think we've got a very good chance of doing well this season.
Okay, moving along. Let's go to Minentle from channel 0405 on the DSTV bouquet. Newsroom Africa.
Next time I'm just going to write you guys.
Yeah, please.
I think we have to do that. Coach, earlier in the week, Bradley talked about you've been through the cycles. You've been assisting so many coaches along the line, and you've been able to craft your own philosophy. Would you say with the work that's being done in the short term, well, we're not ever satisfied, but are you happy with what you see? And he said that specifically there's a smile on the players' faces now. They're starting to enjoy their football. Those kind of words from your players. How much does it, motivate you to, even work harder?
Well, it does. It does, motivate me, because I think when you have your own philosophy, you put out a structure, you get satisfied when the players start owning it. And I think that's what is starting to happen, to us as a club. The players are still starting to own, my philosophy, and they can run with it, sometimes even when I'm not there, because that's very key. Whether we have a structure with principles, and within those, principles, you are also allowed to be creative, within the structure, and the players are doing that, and that's why they're starting to enjoy it, and we can always tweak here and there, and they give me direction, because you create a structure, with the players which you have, in terms of what kind of players which you have. And we have tried to do that, and we just hope that we get better and better.
Okay, moving along. Okay, let's come back to Jabolo. Maybe before that, coach, just before you walked in, it was announced, but obviously it was communicated to the clubs earlier about the 25,000 rands for each goal scored, as well as the increase in the man of the match prize. I'm guessing that you are already aware of that. There were quite a few, in the media were saying maybe the players will be a little bit selfish, but I think at SuperSport United, you already have planned for that.
Before it was 8,000, it's still a lot of money. So I don't think there's going to be any issues. It's good that players get rewarded for their efforts, and we applaud that. At the same time, I think as a team, we always preach unity. And I think it's very key that our players do understand that we win together and we lose together. And I think as a team, each achieves more. If we win as a team, that's why we end up coming up, getting 25,000 as individuals. But it only happens when we win the tournament. That's very key for us.
All right, thank you very much for that, Coach. Jabulo?
Coach, the fact that the team has been to 3 in 10 kind of shows how good starters you are. But in terms of the finishing, it hasn't been matched. That isn't the case. Like, what is it that you work on this season to ensure that a good start is matched by also a good finish?
Yeah, I think the last season as well, I think we had a very good start. And we were not really prepared because we lost our most influential players during that time. I think it was in the final where we lost about three, 4 players. Bradley got injured, Dean got injured, Evans as well got injured. So it was a huge setback because the only cover which we had was, some of the youngsters who are now, playing now, starting now. So we are a little bit prepared. That's why we brought in players like Talinge, brought in Mahachi, because we know it's going to be a very long season. I think those players will play a huge role as well. Still adapting slowly to our way of doing things, and they're getting there. I think we have a little bit of depth in terms of our quality.
All right, we're wrapping up now. Let's go to Tolagele.
Coach, we heard from Owen Dugama how his players will be getting 4 million of that 8 million prize money. Have you guys made a decision how that money will be divided among the squad?
Nah, not necessarily. I think we're not really talking about money. We really focus about doing well and winning the tournament. We speak about the money. After the game, if we win it, that's very key. All we want to try and win the tournament. Money will come later on.
Okay, let's go to Bandile. I'm trying to get new hands. Some of you have already. No, he asked in the first press conference. That's why I'm trying to give people who haven't asked any questions. Bandile.
Coach.
There should be a button there. If it's green, it means it's off.
It doesn't go on. But
Okay, go ahead. Bandile.
Oh, okay.
You can go ahead.
Coach, just to deviate a bit from my agenda, you've got an exciting prospect within your disposal at the moment by the name of Sipho Mbule. I just wanted to find out from you that, how will you make sure that he keeps up with this rich form? Because as you know that in football knowledge, it's a common football knowledge that consistency separates good players from average players, and confidence separates good players from great players. And by the look of things, Sipho's got the two. He's got confidence and there's consistency. So how would you make sure that he keeps up with his rich form? And do you think by any chance he could walk away with player of the season by the end of the season?
Well, I think with Sipho, he's been in our structure for the past 3 seasons. And I think he's maturing, which each and every season. I still repeat, I think when we played in the Confederations Cup, final first leg against Mazembe, he scored a goal. And back then, he wasn't really consistent. He was very young, still very young, even now. So we try and make him work a little bit harder and realize that each and every game has its own set challenges. Now it's even worse because people know him, teams know him, they also plan around him. So he always has to adapt his game and make sure that he's always way ahead. So there's no doubt about his quality. He's got unbelievable talent, but he's got to keep on developing that good work ethic and be consistent. And also it comes in the way of he needs to change. So it also involves in the way he he lives his life now. You know, if he was sleeping at 10 or 12, now he's got to sleep a little bit early. You know, so those are the things which he has to start laying. But you know, we help them, you know, in those areas, and he also has got a friend who's also disciplined at Wokomkwena, so they help each other. That's very key. And, but he's a young boy who's got a very good head, you know, above his shoulders. You know, he listens. He's, you know, prepared to work. You know, that's so. I've got no doubt that he still has a lot to offer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Play of the season is only 5 games.
It's possible.
It is possible, but he has to work very hard because it's going to get tougher and tougher. And he's got the quality. I mean, I don't doubt his ability, but I don't want to, you know, put that pressure on him. I want him to concentrate one game at a time. That's key.
Okay, so we are in Soweto. We definitely have to give Soweto TV an opportunity.
Thank you so much. Coach, my name is Lindo. So now that you'll be playing at Orlando Stadium, now I want to know, are you happy with the quality of the pitch and everything that goes with it? And the other question is, we know that it's not Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates game. What are your expectations of the fans in terms of the outcome come the game on Saturday?
Oh, well, coming to Orlando, we're very happy, you know, to come and play here. I haven't seen the pitch at the moment in terms of, you know, the playing surface, but it's always in good condition whenever we come and play here. So I hope it will be the same condition as well. And in terms of the support, we will have our supporters coming from, you know, Victoria, and they are also the neutrals, you know, so we just hope that we'll play good football for 2 teams that will be able to entertain the crowd, and I think that's very key. And I think so far we've done that. You know, both teams have done that, and the supporters will be, you know, willing to come and watch us play.
Okay, Annie?
No, I'm covered.
Are you covered? Okay. Then in that case, Tsepo, you have.
Thanks, finally. Coach, if I'm not mistaken, in the PSL era, you have won the MTN8 as a player, and if you win on Saturday, you are going to be winning it as a coach, and maybe probably the only one in the PSL era. I mean, does that play in your mind, all the historics around this MTN8 final?
Not really. I think I'll be able to think about that, you know, probably after the game. I think for now, I'm trying to focus on the team, because it's not about me. There are a lot of people who work behind the scenes, you know, in the club. You know, I don't think the success of the club can be left entirely up to me. And we work as a family. We put different people, you know, contributing differently, you know, to the success of the club, and I think that's the focus for us. If you look at now, we call trainer for Luca, and there's Brian, there's Dorian. There's a lot of people who put in a lot of, you know, effort, a lot of work, you know, behind the scenes, and I think for me, that's my focus. It's about the club.
All right, I think it's Kumuli just behind you. We'll give you the last question.
Coach Kaitano, Highlands Park, I don't think they've conceded in this year's tournament. You know, they have a tight defense. What is your plan? You know, what plan have you drawn up, you know, to break down their defense, which hasn't leaked a goal so far? And can you take us back to that moment when you know, missed out on the cup last year? Just how, you know, how painful was it for you? How did you deal with that?
Well, I think Highlands Park, they're a very solid team. They work very well together, you know, as a team. Like I said earlier on, they've got a very good work ethic. I think we'll need, you know, to work a little bit more in terms of our movements, you know, to try and penetrate. I think we've got the quality to try and, you know, break any defense. But we we'll work with a strategy, trying to to break that solid defense, and we hope it works on Saturday. And the second question.
Last year's final.
Oh yeah, it was very painful. I think losing it on penalties, it was very painful. But to be honest, in the 90 minutes and extra time, I think Cape Town City were a better team, in terms of the overall play. We snatched it, probably during the penalties, but it could have been really sad, for Cape Town City, because I thought they were a better team. They deserve to win it.
Coach, a lot of people are only seeing the finished article now with you as a coach. I don't think they know the amount of work and sort of sacrifices you have done at the junior structures at SuperSport, working your way up. Genuinely, from the bottom of your heart, what will winning this cup really mean to you? Because you are one of the up-and-coming young coaches now.
Well, I think winning, this, cup would mean a lot, to me, and at the same time as well to where I come from. Like you mentioned, I've gone through development from under 17, under 19, the reserve team, assistant coach, and I think it also gives motivation to the coaches who are working at development level, because it's not easy to get opportunities. It's the same thing with the players. That's why I'm always trying to give youngsters that hope that if you work hard, we will get an opportunity to play for the first team. And I think that it will mean a lot, to me, if I can be able to show the coaches at development level that if you work hard, you will have an opportunity. The players as well at development level, that if you work hard, you will get an opportunity to play.
All right, thank you very much. Just a few announcements before we close it. We are going to be handing out parking tickets to those that RSVP'd. Thank you very much. That's the first announcement. The second one is that we have got lunch outside.